New lighting test and a new microphone test. Previously, I had posted a video about the GSI Interlock and how it fits with the Fanatec R330. It didn't really work out the way I'd hoped because I apparently didn't line up sound correctly. So I think the lesson is definitely consider not using the Windows Camera app with your webcam. Upgrade as soon as possible. I have upgrades, but apparently I like the easy workflow of pressing record, then pressing record, then pressing upload. So anyway, I had someone call and ask about whether or not they could use a interlock button box with the Fanatec R330 rim. So this is a 33 centimeter, 330 millimeter rim. And it will certainly attach to the interlock using these three holes. And I sent them a picture of the two things overlapped, with one being transparent, saying, yeah, it works. I did not say, hey, why can't you do this? Or did I correct their complete run-on sentence? They got back to me and said, yeah, that works. And then they told me it was their 4th GSI wheel. And I thought to myself, well, if they can afford 4 GSI wheels, they can probably afford to buy the second interlock matrix module that will be required in order for them to use a wheel if they have the Ultra. I don't think that was their plan, but that's what I would be dealing with. Here I have an Interlock Ultra with blue and red thumb encoders here at the top and rotary encoders on the face that are black. It only comes in 2 colorways, blackout and prime, which has red and blue. So this is actually a used interlock that I got with a combination of features. It's a nice wheel. So I think what I'll do is demonstrate how to disconnect this and then put on a new rim, and then we'll go from there. I'm not using an overhead cam. Sorry. You'll just have to deal with it. But I think you'll be okay. So to start, I need a screwdriver. These are Torx, and just grab it and see how it goes. Sorry, folks, I wasn't actually prepared to do a video. All right. Non-sponsored Fanatec. 1. Definitely better idea to have a script than not. As you can see here, each of these screws just holds the wheel rim in place. Comes off like that. The interlock LED matrix is fused and not intended to be separated from the Ultra rim. So if you want to put another rim and have an LED matrix module, you have to buy another one. These are $80. So again, if you can afford 4 GSI wheels, then you're probably okay. If you're thinking, boy, this will be the pinnacle of my wheel collection, then consider carefully whether or not you want the Ultra. You can always get an Ultra rim later or separately, or get a different open top rim. So not really a big deal. Those same 3 bolts. This rim I have happens to be one that has countersunk holes. However, I just dropped one of them, so I have to carefully look in my pant rolls and see if I can get that one back. Until then, I'll just have to drop another one. So yeah, my no edit policy is probably going to have to stop being a policy, but this is what it looks like when you're done. Put an extra bolt in those places and you'll be better off. So I mentioned one in here. Just get it lined up. Give it a little twist. Of course, when I say get it lined up, I mean actually line it up. It's not so hard once you get it done, but it's always more difficult on camera. All those eyes on you. Excuse me. Hopefully the audio is rolling this time. You hear me grunt as I bent over. So yeah, that's how it goes on. And then use your unpowered tool. Power is just not necessary when you're doing this. It's convenient, but the likelihood that you will over torque something or strip something really pretty high. Even a power tool can be used by just using your wrist and fingers. So yes, definitely you can put a Fanatec R330 rim on an Interlock. You can use the LED matrix. You just have to get another one if you already have the Ultra module. Not a review, but a little bit about the rim. It's got these nice grips here, center stripe, red stitching, leather, super nice. The button box itself, you've got the cluster of 4 buttons on each side and the 2 encoders here, the plus and minus being small. You cannot customize this rim, so whatever is on here, you better be happy with it, or you need to wait until the whole world stops wanting Interlock, and then maybe they'll customize one for you. Right now, they're just sending them out in standard configurations, which are blackout or prime for colorway, and then you can get the box bare. You can get it with shifters and clutches, or no shifters and no clutches. So that is an option. You can also get it with a number of rims besides the Ultra. You can get it with no rim. I believe they have a 320 millimeter round rim, and they have a 300 millimeter round rim. This is 330, so a little bigger than what GSI offers. They also have D-shaped rims. So one is 300 and one that's 320. And I believe those come in perforated leather or just leather. They do not have Alcantara. And I can understand why, because a lot of people do not like Alcantara. If you need Alcantara on your rim on an Interlock, just buy one, put it on there. If you're worried about whether or not it fits, I can see why that would be a concern, but like I said, you can just take an image and the PDF that they provide with images and measurements and find out whether or not that'll work for you. So I'm going to turn this off and see if the volume worked, and if it did, I'm going to upload it, and then we'll figure out a way to correct or redo that video that I did before. I'll probably just make it unlisted, and you can find it if you want to make fun of me later. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks.